Hi, this is Karthik Trivedi, and you are going to learn engineering graphics and design with me. So the first question that comes in your mind, so what is engineering graphics and design? So the first thing that we define is what is engineering graphics and design. So let me give you one example. Let's say you are from Gujarat and you know Gujarati. So if other person knows Gujarati can understand you. Let's say if you speak Marathi, then other person who knows Marathi can understand you. Let's say you speak English, then other person who knows English can understand you. And same way, the engineers have their own language. And that language is engineering graphics and design. So, engineering graphics and design is a language of engineers. And I can say that the engineering graphics and design is a universal language of engineers. But why? So let me give you one example. Let's say you are from India and you are a design engineer and you have drawn some technical drawing on a piece of paper and you want to manufacture a product out of it. But for that, to manufacturing that product out of that drawing, you have to go to China. Because a manufacturing engineer, or you can say production engineer, is there in China, who can produce or who can manufacture a product out of that drawing. Now what you will do? Now you will go to the China. Now here difficulty is the Indian person, or you can say design engineer, doesn't know the Chinese language, and the manufacturing engineer, or you can say production engineer, which is from China, doesn't know Indian language. So there are the barriers of language are there. But can it stop them for conveying, or can it stop them from communicating that idea and manufacturing product out of it? No, the language is not going to become a barrier for them. Why? Because they understand the language of engineering graphics and design. So what will happen? As soon as the person from India who is design engineer show the technical drawing to that Chinese person, now what will do Chinese person do? He will read that technical drawing even though he doesn't understand the Indian language. What he do? He will just read the technical drawing and manufacture a product out of it. So what will happen here? The first phenomena is design engineering putting his idea in form of some technical drawing. So it is a language of engineers for conveying his idea in a form of technical drawing on a piece of paper. Now the other phenomena is reading that drawing for manufacturing a product out of it. And also that skill requires a basic knowledge of engineering graphics and design. So that's why the engineering graphics and design is a universal language of all engineers, and it is very necessary to study that subject for all the engineering students. Okay, so this is the engineering graphics and design is a universal language of engineer. Now the second questions that comes in your mind, and most of the from the soft branches like computer engineering, like EC department, you know, those students have a query in that mind, sir, I am from computer, I am from EC, or I am from IT department, and sir, you know, this subject is for mechanical students and automobile students. Why I have to study this subject? No, it is not like that. It is common to all branches. If you are from India or if you are from abroad, if you have studied engineering, then you must have this subject in your first year. Okay, so why it is so? Because whether you are from computer engineering, whether you are from mechanical engineering, what you need to do as an engineer, you must have a skill to put your idea in a form of some technical drawing so that other person can understand what you are trying to say. Okay, so whatever the idea, let's say you are doing some research, let's say you are having some idea in your mind, but until and unless you cannot put that idea in form of some technical drawing on a piece of paper, the other person or world cannot understand you. So that's why engineer must require a skill to how to draw or how to put his idea in form of technical drawing. That is the first skill. Second skill, let's say you are having some technical drawing in front of you and you want to create a product out of it. Not only creating the product out of it, but to understand its mechanism, it is very necessary that you can understand that drawing which is on the piece of paper. So whether you are from computer engineer department, whether you are from mechanical engineering, it is very necessary for all the branches of students to understand the engineering graphics and design. So that is the misconception that it is particular to to mechanical or automobile. No, it is not like that. It is common to all branch, and it is very necessary for all the branches to study the engineering graphics and design. Now question is your mind is, sir, what about its application? Now we have understand what is engineering graphics and design. Now we have understand why we need to study. But the question that comes in your mind is, sir, what are its applications? You know, so I cannot say it is just restricted to some particular branch. Let's say it's having its own usage in mechanical engineering, or let's say it's having its own usage in automobile engineering. It's not like that. It's having a vast application. Whether you see some mobile over there, whether you see laptop, whether you see some automobile vehicles, you know, the engineering graphics and design is having a vast applications. Okay, so that's why it is very necessary to study engineering graphics and design. That's why I'm telling you again and again, whether you are from computer engineering or whether you are from mechanical engineering, it is very necessary to study engineering graphics and design. Okay, so it's having a vast applications. Okay, now let's see the syllabus. So in the syllabus of engineering graphics and design, we are having total 9 chapters. And before we see each chapter in some basic detail, the subject code of engineering graphics and design is 3110013, and subject credit is 4. So it is very important subject. There are total 9 chapters in there. First is introduction, second loci of points, third engineering curves, fourth projection of point and line, fifth projection of plane, sixth projection of solid, 7 orthographic projections, 8 isometric projections, and 9 AutoCAD. So let me give you some basic introduction about all these chapters. So the first chapter is introduction. So in that chapter, you are going to learn the basic thing or the basic knowledge about the engineering graphics and design. What are the instruments that you need to require? What are the dimensioning? What are the scales that you need, that you are going to learn? Introduction. Second is loci of point. So in this chapter, you are going to learn how to draw or how to trace a curve followed by the point. In the third chapter, which is engineering curves, so in this chapter you are going to learn how to draw a cycloid, epicycloid, hypocycloid, how to draw a parabola, hyperbola, and its properties. In fourth chapter you are going to learn projection of point and line. In fifth chapter you are going to learn about projection of plane, which is 2D geometry. In sixth chapter, which is projection of solid, so in that chapter you are going to learn a basic about a 3D object. In seventh chapter, which is orthographic projection, so in this chapter what you are going to do is that you are having some 3D object in front of you, and what you are going to do, you are going to do a 2D drawing out of it. So what I am trying to say that, let's say you are having some 3D object in front of you and you are going to draw its front view, its side view, and top view. Okay, so you are going to draw its views in a form of 2D drawing. So you are going to convert 3D object to 2D drawing. In isometric projection, which is 8th chapter, so in that chapter it is reverse of orthographic. So what you are going to do in isometric projections, you are having a 2D drawing. Let's say you are having a front view of some particular object, or let's say you are having a top view of some particular object, and by using that view you are going to convert it into the 3D drawing. And last chapter, which is CAD, so in this chapter you are going to learn some basic details about AutoCAD and what are its functions, and you are going to learn line command, circle command, and all other commands which is related to CAD. So these are the total 9 chapters, but out of that, point, line, plane, and solid, these are the 4 important chapters. Why I am trying to say this? Because in engineering graphics and design there is a saying, point is a word, line, you can say point is alphabet. Let me tell you, point is alphabet, line is a word, plane is a sentence, and solid is a paragraph. So that is why the point, line, plane, and solid, these are the 4 important chapters which is very essential to study engineering graphics and design. So in next video we are going to see what are the different instruments that we require in engineering drawing and what are the different types of line. I hope you like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.